Whoo doggy. I am so excited about Fabric databases. They bring some added capabilities and functionalities to Fabric that we have needed for so very long in the analytics space. Now we've got databases that we can actually have right integrated in our platform. Do you get why that's exciting? If you don't understand, like, why, like, hey, we got warehouses, we got lakehouses. Why is this guy excited about databases? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Ah. All right, do the whole like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you find this useful, share it within your communities of practice, all that good stuff. All right, but we are talking about why is a Fabric database so exciting for us to be engaging and working with, right? Now, let's start off. There is a foundational technical difference between a Fabric database, or basically Azure SQL, right, and a Fabric warehouse. Okay. Now, the big thing that it comes down to, the difference is uh, Fabric SQL or Azure SQL is your OLTP, online transactional processing database, where your warehouse is going to be your OLAP, or your online analytical processing. Oh, that makes sense, right? Because OLTP versus OLAP, that's very clear as mud, right? No? Yeah, that's what I thought. So let me explain, okay? So OLTP, this is where your applications are directly interacting with your database. This is where every transaction is stored, where every order is processed, where every CRM little note and field is tick tack tied in, and it's has to be respond really quickly to all of your users that are coming in and interacting with it. Okay, so this is the database that your application directly sits on and sends information to. Now, that's OLTP. If we look at OLAP, or online analytical processing, this is where you're going to have a central place where you're going to store all of your information, your data warehouse, where you're going to have all your reports, your queries, all of your analytics are going to be driven through this OLAP, or online analytical processing platform, right? So that's where your Power BI goes. That's where your data scientists run. That's where all of that analysis happens and takes place. Okay. Now, why do we separate these things out? I mean, I kind of touched on it, right? Like those fast little transactions. Oh, sorry, those fast little transactions that your applications need can't get bogged down by big, long running processes that your analytics platforms may necessitate or may require, as you like do a search over every transaction or every client you want to go into, right? Or you want to run some crazy logarithms against, right? So you've got to make sure your transactions are able to be fast and up and not have any issues. Whereas your warehouse has got different resources, different capacities. You can't create a situation where that downstream analytical warehouse is causing an impact on your production runs. Okay. So in the old days, what we do, we would basically we'd set up a SQL server. We'd have all of our applications pointed at it, and then we would stand up a second SQL server, and we'd establish mirroring or ETL between them. So we'd extract the information from the application server, and we bring it over into the analytics server. And we'd have to manage that pipeline, that flow, making sure that we weren't causing an issue on my analytical side, so it just came through and was available on my warehousing side. Okay, um, this is very common. In fact, like every place you went, you just you just do that par for the course as part of setting up your warehouse. Even if you weren't standing up a full on warehouse over here, you'd at least have a reporting server that was a mirror copy, so that any of your paginated reports or any of your longer running processes could run against that. Now, the amazing thing that we get with uh, Fabric databases is this mirror is automatic and directly there. When you create your Fabric database, it automatically creates a warehouse with a mirrored sync of that data between the two. So you still have these two different capabilities, but your application, your OLTP database has isolation away from your warehouse, which will be running separately. But all the data is going to mirror and send back and forth without you having to do anything whatsoever. And that's one of the things that makes this just so amazingly exciting, because now you can have a web application that's connected directly to that Azure database that you've got users coming in, writing records in. That information is available immediately for queries for analytics that run on top of that warehouse. So if you've got direct connections in, and you're running on direct link to directly to that warehouse, it's just going to sync automatically for you, and you're all set up. All right. Now, I hope you see the amazing power that Fabric databases bring you. I hope you're excited about this. I want you to go out and check these things out, talk to your admins, have them toggle on that little switch for databases, and then go and create yours, and then start to point apps at it. Like, this is straight up, I think this is like nearly 100% of the Azure SQL database code behind the scenes is now just available in Fabric. So, like, while it's in public preview, it should be still really solid for people to run on. Now, nothing mission critical, okay? Nothing mission critical, but like, you could do a lot there. I want to hear how it goes for you. So use that Fabric database for your applications, use that integrated warehouse, and test it out. All right. I really hope you have the best day ever. Peace. All right, I get it. A lot of this stuff can feel overwhelming. And in these rough times, it can be difficult to get through all this stuff. If you need help, head over to Kratos. Well, you can have KratosBI.com. But go over to bakertilly.com/digital. Click on get more information, and myself or someone else will reach out to you. Otherwise, I got videos here and videos here to get you up and running. You had the best day ever. Because I know you could become a data god.